How's it going, everybody? So, we're gonna do this update thing now. Yeah, I finally got my team all set up, and I also want to open up some shit on camera. I didn't know that this stupid voucher thing was gonna be its own separate fucking $30 purchase, but I will do it this once. Also, my recording is not quite balanced out right now. Let me try doing that. There we go. Now we're good. Alright, I don't know what's going on here, but I think I'm good now. Perfect. We also do not have any currency to buy any extra shit right now, but I want to buy the fuck out of all the rest of these damn fairies up here, as well as the Black Kitty outfit for Kalina. I was supposed to go into there and show the $30 fucking voucher, but whatever. No matter. So we're going to open up that voucher immediately, and then we're going to showcase what I have done with that all-rounder team, and then showcase the all-rounder team. So, might as well just go straight into the action then, shall we? I didn't know that this was going to be a random thing, where you get one random outfit of all of these 10, but no matter. To be honest with you, I'm okay with any one of these outfits aside from the 3 rifle outfits. I'll even take the Spaz 12 outfit, even though it's the only one on here that's not fucking live 2D, but whatever. Since it's random, I guess I can't really be super picky, so I'm good with 70% of these outcomes. Obviously, what we really want is the Type 79 nine-tailed fucking fox outfit, but there's like a 10% chance of us pulling that right now, so I'm not exactly on the edge of my seat expecting it. Let's see what we get here. Goblin Huntress costume. I knew it was going to be the one non-2D outfit. I called that shit. That's fine. So let's just give that shit over to Spaz 12. I'm actually okay with it, though, because it's kind of adorable. In, like, a RPG sense, I suppose. Dark RPG shit, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. They did the whole entire thing for the collection. That's one of the few outfits that I actually wanted, other than Tokarov's dancer outfit, too. Oh god, her shotgun's a fucking axe? That's great. Alright, so now we have our little poster that we can put up somewhere. Cool! Great! I feel like that was almost a waste of my money if it didn't come with a million other things that I actually wanted out of it, though, so... I still wanted it because it was a chance at getting Type 79's outfit. But the problem is, now I have 5 grand fucking diamonds, and I'm stuck in a dangerous area where I don't know if I should spend them on getting an actual outfit that I want, because SR3MP's outfit is still in the shop, and I do love that cocktail dress. I really do. I love SR3. She's fucking adorable. Please scroll. Thank you. What other outfits do we have that we're looking at in here? Summer package Type 95 would be decent. I don't really use FAL. Yeah, Prairial Allure package, that particular one right there, because it still gives us plenty of diamonds to work with for me to expand my inventory space for other T-dolls as well, so I am going to need to make up my mind in 30 days, it looks like. G36's swimsuit, I don't even know what that looks like, so I'm going to need to take a look. Oh, dude, they have AK-12 and AN-94 in here, though, that are cheaper than SR3. This is going to take some real thinking. So we're going to walk away from this for now and showcase our team. So here's what I have built so far, guys. I have gotten quite a bit of suggestions that I wasn't expecting. I'm actually really happy that you guys got on board with throwing ideas for T-dolls to throw at me. So obviously we have Type 79 in the front, buffing our 2 ARs in the top left and the bottom left, as well as fucking JS9 over here, who's probably one of the best, like, sub-tanks in the game right now, or off-tanks, rather. Now, the problem is the AR team that we are using right now. It's not necessarily an issue, but they're not what I am expecting to use at the moment. MDR actually is a surprisingly good choice, as well as God, I couldn't remember what her name was. RFB, because she can just shoot people in the back rows, as well as MDR has an ability. If you guys don't know, where if I move JS9 up here in the fight, or if I were to swap him like this in the middle of the fight to move him around, and then I have MDR's ability go off, she will not shield JS9 and will instead buff her own damage and I think ROF, which is pretty fucking dope. So she has a ability that just changes depending on if there is a T-Doll in front of her. But I usually just do the buff for JS9, and we're going to do that for the showcase that I do here because she kind of turns into the main tank for the boss fight that we're doing, which is fucking weird. But she's a really efficient main tank for the big bad that we fight. Like a really fucking efficient tank. But other ideas that we had as well, that was the other thing I wanted to showcase. The other ideas that we have for T-Dolls that we'll be using in the, for rifles in the back row here. It's got a 5-star and assault rifle. And, fuck it, we'll go to 4-star as well, just for good measure. My suggestions that I was given from other people were, namely, AN94 is a great choice for the top left. I wish I knew what the numbers were for all of the different slots in the formation. I really don't have them dedicated to memory. That's why I don't use the number system, so I just do something that everybody understands, like mid-left, or bottom left, or top right. But this buffs accuracy and evasion, so it gives me the evasion buff that I am looking for, which is good. And she has a fucking baller skill that's just pretty good for just about any situation. Another option that we have is 64 Shiki. Somebody had suggested her as well. She gives me the evasion buff that I'm looking for, a damage buff, and a all-rounded skill that's dependent on how many enemies are on the field. That does a couple of different things. So, again, the idea is to make this team do as many things as physically possible. So that is also a good option for our top left. I'm actually not so sure about using Type 79 in the group that she has now, or Type 95, so these are options as well. But I think we can do better than Type 95 in the top left corner. So I think AN94 and 64 Shiki, as well as MDR, are our main top lefts for options. I'm probably just going to build AN94 before Shiki, though, unfortunately. So we have our DPS swap, which is going to be AN94, whereas MDR is going to be our primary top left. And then for bottom left, I honestly don't know. RFB is a really good option. But another character that I want to throw in the bottom left that we should talk about, guys, and when the AOG event pops up, there's a good chance that I'm going to wind up pulling her because I still haven't pulled this T-Doll from production. Still haven't fucking pulled her, and she can't only be pulled from heavy production. But if we go into 5-star assault rifles, you'll notice that I still do not have fucking K2. And K2 is a T-Doll that I have wanted for a very long time because of her baller-ass ability. I think she changes from single shot to burst to, like, whatever the case is. Like, she can change to what her attack mode is and overheat if she fires for too long in that mode, but she is incredibly versatile in that regard. She's kind of similar to AN94, but a little bit different, if that makes sense. But she's just good. She's really good. She's got some pretty solid base stats as well. The other problem is I gotta boost everybody's skills so that they work. So I can't be working on like 15 different fucking AR T-Dolls for that if I want them to be efficient. But we're going to go straight into 5-6 because this is a pretty good like way to showcase them as tanks in a boss run, while also not like way overextending and having them just get obliterated right off the bat. Because I don't think that this team can necessarily handle anything super heavy duty right now. Because they're just not very high in their evasion stat because they do not have the appropriate exoskeletons. They might not. They might actually have some gold exoskeletons. I'm not 100% sure. I think our main tank in that has a tanking 4-star rarity skeleton, whereas JS9 has an off-tank exoskeleton that doesn't reduce her damage. So this first team, no big deal. Should be easy. I think I have MDR's skill to be an activatable where I have to choose for it to go off. Yep. So there you go. Put a fucking shield on JS9. She's pretty much untouchable at that point. And I do believe that Type 79 took a small amount of damage during that. Yeah, she did. Not much, though. Pretty negligible, really. But the important thing is to show what they are going to wind up looking like against the boss. Also, while we're here, let me go ahead and open up the team. So I do want to show what Jill Stingray is using, because she was an excellent fucking choice for this team. That is a crazy high evasion stat for a fucking pistol. It really is. 107 base plus 45 from all of the... I don't even have these drinks upgraded. And what that drink combination does, guys, is we're running the fucking piano one. Which means that everybody in the front line gets evasion, and then everybody else gets damage. How does that work necessarily? Because you might be like me and wonder how that works. It's not based off of this setup initially. If I move Type 79 to the front, which I might do at some point in this fight, but probably not, because I do want her buff to affect JS9 as well, it'll only buff the frontmost row. So it'll only buff Type 79, and it will not buff her. But what that also means is that I can move Type 79 forward and then give JS9 a damage buff, and then pop her ability early to buff her damage even further because there are more enemies on screen. Or I think late. I think it has to be late to get the damage buff, where there's only one character on screen. So, meaning, while we have our boss on screen, I can move Type 79 forward and have Jill do her buff, and then pop her ability later, and she'll get a double damage stack. Which is fucking mean. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's see if the boss actually lives long enough, though. So Jill should already be doing her ability. I'm gonna put this on her now. Pop that shit. Oh, wow, she already took damage, so I guess I struck out on the evasion. Also, that shouldn't be on an auto run right there. Well, I fucked that one up entirely because for some reason JS9's skill is an auto-pop. It shouldn't be an auto-pop. I'll have to look over that one afterwards, though, because I think it was late enough where it still was a damage buff. But you guys let me know. I wasn't paying attention 100%, and it kind of scrolled through, and I can't view it in post at this exact moment in time, and I'm not going to do an edit for it because it's just too late. But you guys see what I'm talking about right there. The last couple of times that I had tried this, JS9 didn't get clapped as hard as she did right there. So I think we just had some really low evasion rolls during that fight. And the shield just got shredded immediately because we are talking about the fucking grenade launcher. I forget what her name is, but that boss sucks because she does like a good fucking almost instant loss of a fucking dummy link when you get hit by her. If the evasion holds up, she is very easy to deal with. If your evasion stat doesn't, though, then you get clapped like JS9 just did. But this is the team that we are working with. I'm just going to go ahead and look at JS9's skill one more time for the road. So I want to make sure that I'm understanding everything properly. Yeah, so if there's one group of enemies, you get a ton of damage. You get 3 stacks of damage increase. And this isn't even upgraded to the max level right now, but damage is 30% per stack, up to a maximum of 3. And it's only for 3 seconds, so I imagine the duration goes up further the more that I level up this ability. Which is pretty fucking mean, dude. That is pretty fucking mean. Because if I have, like, a really good damage boost on that, we can buff her damage like crazy. Which gives her almost a 100% buff to her damage, so she's doing like SR3 MP levels of damage, but without the damage buff and crit. So I'm quite ecstatic to see what this team will wind up doing when I have everybody at 5 dummy links. It's going to be pretty great, and then I'll be showing you guys afterwards when I have AN94 leveled, because Right now, I think I'm only at about 120-something dummy links. Or not dummy links, dummy cores. 133. I had 120 before today's polls on fucking T-Dolls is what. So, yeah, a little unfortunate that I didn't wind up getting that Fox outfit that I really wanted, but it's whatever. I jumped the gun and didn't properly read things through, otherwise I wouldn't have topped up my account as badly as I did, but I have shit that I need to do. I'm gonna move over to PSO2. Have a good job, guys, or a good day, guys. Not a good job, but good job as well, you know? This is what happens when you go into videos completely unscripted. I'll see you guys later on until we do the next update video for Girls Frontline. Take it easy.